Oh, the lights aren't on, right? The kitchen lights.
Okay, I'll get
it. Welcome to a special Saturday live stream.
Turn my phone on.
Oh, we're so quiet right now.
I know.
We're getting everything prepped.
I'm trying to eat.
All right.
Kind of a brunch. Okay.
So it's Saturday, and we're live.
We're bored.
That's where the title comes from. Saturday live stream. No, I mean, what are you gonna do?
Brett's weird.
I see pinball preparedness here. Wait for a few more people to come in. I don't know how the notifications are working right now. I don't know if anybody's getting the notifications. So pinball, hopefully we don't bore you to death while we wait for other people to come in.
I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee real quick.
You totally should. It's good.
Since Abby was nice enough to make us an extra pot of coffee.
Well, the reason why we have time to go live today is because the weather is funky and can't really do much outside.
No school today.
Well, yeah, that's true too. No school on a Saturday, obviously. Okay, your phone just showed up with the notifications, so maybe we'll get a person or two up in this joint.
Really, Brett? Wow, that was really bad. What, Abby?
Well, pinball preparedness,
and we are here.
Oh, wow.
Put a message. I don't know if he's still here though. So, anywho.
Well, Thursday night we didn't really talk about our topic very much. So,
what was our topic? I don't remember. Hey, Han Solo, welcome.
Feeling lost.
Yeah. Well, and it's hard to talk about that without getting political, though, because that has a lot to do with it right now. I mean, who you got there? Hasn't shown up on mine yet.
Fork and allotment. I love that name.
I love it. Fork and allotment. What's up?
I love that name. It makes me giggle every time I see it.
Well, I mean, with all the social media censorship and shadow banning and all, it's easy. It's easy to feel alone now.
Well, especially with COVID.
Yeah. Hey, Voodoo Queen.
The whole COVID thing, quarantining and home confinement for a lot of people. Us not so much. We haven't been confined per se, but
well, to be fair though, we try not to go many places to begin with. Right. I mean, even before COVID. So our lives have not really changed much.
No. Hey, Brett, Broussard Homestead is live. That's what my phone said.
Well, how about that? What a nice Saturday surprise. Hey, Jess, how are you? Good to see you here.
We've got 8 people.
Nice. Hopefully we're not interrupting anybody's Saturday.
We were just sitting around kind of bored. So Brett decided to go live.
Yeah. So why not be bored together? Yeah, we're good. It's good to see you here.
It's nice to have a break. Today we've kind of had a lazy morning, which has been absolutely amazing for me. Most days consist of like, we start school at 8 a.m. That's after feeding and coffee and breakfast and everything. My day starts at like 5:30. School starts at 8:30.
Lately too, I've been doing all the doctor's appointments.
You doing doctor's appointments. Therapy. As soon as school is over, we're like rushing outside to try to get the chicken coop finished and the chicken tractors finished, and which
on the nice days.
Yeah. But yesterday was cold and rainy. Today is just cloudy and blah.
Yeah. We had a cold front come through, and
that was yesterday.
Really made the well. It was overnight Thursday night actually. So the weather got really
yucky.
Yeah.
Gross.
And of course, when the homestead gets muddy, it's hard to do anything out there.
You can.
Well, it's hard to enjoy it. I should say it that way.
It's not enjoyable. We had a cold front come through Thursday night. Now next Thursday is supposed to be down into the 20s here. I think our lows are like 25.
-1 and snow. Oh. I don't do winter well.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to 25, much less negative numbers. I don't even want to see 0.
Yeah.
But we're prepping for that, so we have to get pipes wrapped and plants
covered the best we can.
Yeah,
protected. Yeah, some kind of.
A lot of our plants right now are winter crops, so they'll withstand it. But we'll have to cover like our strawberries.
Well, the stuff that you have in the greenhouse is going to have to come.
That's all going to have to come in the house. Yeah.
Because our greenhouse, we've got just one of those little bitty $40 Tractor Supply jobs, and we don't have a heat source in the greenhouse.
Ready to move out of Ohio back to Louisiana. 18.
Oh my goodness! No, I couldn't do it.
We're looking at actual temperatures next Thursday. I think they said down to 25. The wind chills are going to be in the teens. You guys seem a little down. We're bored.
Well, I think it's just because there's not as many people in the chat today as there normally is on our Thursday nights.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of slow going. That's all.
No, with temperatures and stuff in the teens, we've got to wrap pipes and things like that, which we don't normally have to do over the wintertime.
Rarely.
And right now we're fighting with trying to get the trailer skirting back on since the hurricanes.
Hey, where to begin?
Trying to find a contractor to come out and do work is.
Well, there's so much work to do that, and only so many contractors. So that's where it's tough. There's some friends of ours who posted on Facebook yesterday that they're just now getting their roof done, and
my sister still hasn't gotten her roof done.
Yeah, I mean Hurricane Laura, the one that was really devastating, was in August. The end of August.
Yeah.
So that's September, October, November, December, January.
Almost 6 months.
Almost 6 months. And people got tarp roofs.
I love the name Fork and Allotment. That cracks me up.
So we're some of the blessed ones. We didn't
fortunate.
Fortunate, blessed. I mean,
right.
We didn't have a whole heck of a lot of damage to our home. Had we been 20 miles west, closer
we
to
may not have a house.
Closer to Lake Charles, yeah. There's a lot of people that I know that lost their homes, and it's very, man, it's heartbreaking.
Yeah. Well, we've been doing our best lately to kind of like restock our preps and, rebuild
Well, the hurricane season was really an eye-opener.
Keto Homestead was, yes. It said that's where I used to live, Lake Charles.
Oh, nice. That's where I'm a firefighter.
Yeah, we're only about 25 miles.
20 miles east. Yeah, we're 20 miles east of Lake Charles.
But we're stocking up on, some of the things that we were low on, and restocking some of the things that we've used up, I guess.
Right.
Stocked up on sugar this week. That's one of the things that I need to check and see how much we have of, and probably refill our buckets.
Well, yeah. I mean, we've got buckets. We've got sugar. We've got 2 buckets of rice, and some of that is just because living in Cajun country, rice is like the base of many meals. Many meals.
Mary Rose Stevens says hello from North Louisiana.
Oh, cool.
Your chat is
hi. How are you?
Slow.
Yeah, mine's a little behind. I don't know why. Maybe it's because I'm streaming with this computer. The Delightful Cottage. Hello, welcome.
Negative 21 with wind chill in Dakota. Oh, Nope. Y'all can keep that mess. What part of North Louisiana are you from, Mary? We are in Southwest Louisiana.
Right. In the heel of the boot.
Yep. We're about 20 miles east of Lake Charles, Ruston. That's
right in the center.
Yeah, that's not too far.
We're about 30 miles off the coast, off the Gulf Coast. So
that's where all the red clay is in Ruston. Like the ground looks red.
A little more north, yeah.
That's one thing that stands out when we travel north, is the way the ground changes color. It's crazy.
I remember 2 years ago when we went to Arkansas for the Shindig, which is
God, that was 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's a get together put on by Roots and Refuge Farm and VW Family Farm. We really enjoyed that. That was awesome. But driving north, and this was the beginning of April. Driving north was almost like driving back in time, because we were, pretty progressed into spring.
Yeah. All of our stuff had like our redbud trees.
Lake Ferry?
Our redbud trees had leaves.
Yeah. So
none of theirs didn't.
The
further we traveled north,
and their redbuds still had the flowers on them.
Well, as we traveled north, some of them had flowers, and then we went even further north, and they were bare, like hadn't even flowered yet. It was crazy.
It's just it's a little strange, just that little bit of distance, how the climate changes.
I know, like we're planting. Well, we have some tomatoes up already. We have zucchini,
in the greenhouse,
right? Squash and zucchini up in the greenhouse, and I've even got a few peppers that are coming, breaking soil and stuff. And just up into Arkansas,
Arkansas living, what's happening?
They're about 10 to 20 degrees cooler than we are. It's crazy.
Well, look, right there in Dallas, where Rachel is with Garden for Cheap.
In the Fort Worth area.
The Fort Worth area. There you go. Dallas, Fort Worth. You know the thing. Come on, man.
I know, but that's a sensitive topic up there, apparently. If you're close to Fort Worth, they don't like to be called Dallas. And if you're close to Dallas, it's, I don't know.
Wow.
Anyway.
So, her, just talking to her and the difference in temperatures and stuff, because she'll get, like, if there's a cold front, she'll get it like, I don't know, 6 to 12 hours before us, and it's just
sometimes it's a full day before us. Or she'll message me and, hey, this rain is coming through here now. Tomorrow you guys should be seeing it.
Sorry, my mother now lives in southern Alabama near Florida. Oh, cool.
Wow. I've heard Florida has gotten pretty cold this year too, though, down into the 20s.
Really? Florida?
Florida.
That's
Somebody was in Rachel's live the other day talking about their temperatures in the 20s in Florida. Now, I don't know what part of Florida. That could have been the northern part of Florida. But even still,
yeah,
you think about Florida, you know, as sunshine and beaches, and you don't think of it in the 20s.
Right.
Yes, we have another cold front coming through. It should be coming through by next Thursday, just in time for next week's live. And that's why we're trying to get the trailer skirting back on. But because, you know, closing up the underneath of the house would help keep the house warmer, obviously. You know, keep some of the pipes from freezing, that kind of thing.
9 degrees in Tennessee. Wow. I can't even.
Hey, Braden. Supposed to have more snow tonight here in the UK. And see, one of our meteorologists put out 126 years ago on Valentine's Day, the Beaumont area, which is
Southeast Texas.
Yeah, but it's about even with us on I-10.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they received over 30 inches of snow. That's unheard of.
Yeah. That's here in the South. We might get a little dusting of snow about every.
Yep, snow in North Louisiana next Thursday. That's that front. Now we are supposed to be down south. We're supposed to be what 20, 25. You know, give or take a little bit. I can only imagine what you guys up north Louisiana are going to be in the teens.
Yeah.
Prayers for you guys.
I don't winter well. I don't like winter.
No, it's only supposed to be cold here for what, 3 or 4 days, and then we'll warm back up. Wednesday or Thursday. Yep. No, I know. I don't know if there's rain coming along with that front.
I think so. I think it's like a 60% chance.
Oh.
So
rain and freezing temperatures, we're looking at either snow or ice.
Yeah. So
that's not cool.
A super crappy hurricane season followed by, you know, nearly unheard of winter weather. So.
Yeah, but our power lines are not meant to withstand ice and snow, and our power lines were all just rebuilt 6 months ago or less from the storms. So when, you know, they're not built to bear the weight of ice and snow. So when we get rainy, cold weather like that and ice forms on the power lines, they break.
Yeah, so we may be another off-grid lesson here in next weekend.
But that's okay because we're prepared now.
We're
a little more prepared than we were last winter. We've gotten propane run into the house, and now we have a gas stove and a gas heater for emergency usage.
Right.
So whereas last winter, had we gone without power, we would have gone without heat because all we had was electric heat.
Well, we also have the generator now too,
right?
Which we didn't have before. Now we have a generator. So
yeah, we have the generator. Which
hey, Mike,
I don't want to. I want to try not to use the generator if at all possible. But
hooray for preparing! Yeah, absolutely. And that's the whole thing. You know, that's what I try to tell people is, prepare for what you may face in your area, especially as far as climate goes.
Emergency heating to prevent pipes from freezing. Mm-hmm. Our pipes don't actually go straight into the ground. Our house is built up off the ground.
Well, we're in a double wide.
Right. But most homes around here are up on piers.
Right. Most. Mm-hmm.
So
some are on slabs.
Right. Am I the only mod in here? I'm a mod, but you got this, Braden. There's only 21 people. You can do it.
Use a generator for at least one day during power outage to make sure it's still working. Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah. We'll probably get out there within the next couple of days and start the generator up and get it running, just to make sure that everything is running like it should be. We may have to use the generator depending on how long we're out of power.
The last time we had an ice storm here that really knocked out a lot of power was
in the 90s.
97?
I think so. I was in high school.
Early 97. I'm 7 years older than Amy. So, and you were in high school. I was actually working at Market Basket with your dad.
Well, but we were out of power I remember that was a little over a week that we were out of power. So in that case, we may have to use it to run the refrigerator and the freezer, just to kind of keep things going.
Hey, Randy.
But
Christian.
Even after the hurricanes, we were able to keep our freezer frozen for 4 days without power.
Right, we just left it closed.
Well, not only that, but I stocked it. I condensed two freezers into one. Right. Basically, and I stuffed it.
And full. That's something that maybe not everybody knows. If you want to keep your freezer, the stuff in your freezer frozen for longer without power, leave it closed. But beforehand, pack it as tight as you can, because all of that mass helps to keep things cold.
Right. And if you don't have more food to pack it with, you can pack it with water bottles or gallon jugs, like milk jugs of water. Leave a headspace and let them freeze. And then that's funny.
What?
We put our food outside here to freeze.
Oh, well, yeah, that makes sense, I guess.
We're not doing that here.
No.
But the water bottles help. It's like putting packs of ice into there, so it'll help hold the cooler temperatures a little while longer. I did that in Colorado all the time, putting stuff outside. Yeah, I bet.
We had a false bottom with milk jugs and a foam sheet.
Wind chill in
Northwest Missouri.
I was trying to think of what state said it was NW. I was like, we don't have one.
New Wisconsin.
Only 14 days before above freezing temperatures. Yikes.
Break out the swimsuits and tank tops. Yeah.
Negative 12.
Down here, everything stays so humid all the time. So the temperatures feel more extreme. Like when it's hot in the summer, you can't even go in the shade and cool off because of the humidity. And in the winter, the cold just makes, I don't know. Yesterday, I felt like my feet were just going to freeze and fall off.
New Wisconsin. God. Randy said I had my chest freezer outside until the raccoons discovered it and ate my chicken and rice burritos. I actually put some pollen patties outside for the bees a couple of weeks ago, and by the next morning they were gone. It was not the bees.
Oh, yeah.
Like all the papers and everything were gone.
Oh boy.
So I think I fed a raccoon or a skunk or something. I was like, oh, not putting them there again. So I'll wait until the temperatures are back up above the 50s, and I'll pop the lids and put them inside the hives. Not the chicken and rice burritos.
The only chest freezers we have are the ones they don't work. We use them to store our animal feed. It keeps the mice out.
Yeah.
And it keeps the moisture out.
Yeah, February is our coldest month. Go figure. Yeah. I don't know why, but it's still usually our ground never freezes. Never.
It's rare for us to be very cold for Christmas here. In fact, once in the mid 90s, the mid 90s, my friends and I actually had a water balloon fight on Christmas Day. It was that warm. What's up, Arthur?
We've gone swimming on Christmas.
Yeah. So I mean,
people go to the beach.
It's not unheard of for us to have warm, not only mild winters, but also warm winters here. Most of the time, we have such a long growing season. A lot of times we can plant what we consider cold weather crops. You may consider them regular crops. We can plant them and grow them over the winter. Like right now, we've got turnips and sweet peas in the garden. We've got all of our herbs still out.
The only herb that doesn't survive the winter is basil.
Yeah, because basil doesn't follow the rules. Basil is a little rebel.
Still remember when we got snow here in Louisiana? I played in the snow for 3 days.
Yeah. The last time there was a good bit of snow, that was actually in December that year. No, that wasn't the last time. It was the time before that when we were at the old house.
December 2017 was when we got snow the last time.
Right. Okay.
But before that, I don't remember.
I want to say it was around Abby's birthday on the 14th, but I don't remember what year that was. I know we were at the old house.
It was for Abby's birthday because I remember fussing at her. She prayed for snow for her birthday.
We actually got a good bit of snow enough.
But you guys, we don't get snow like you guys do. Your snow is like,
oh, hey, Mama Bear. Yes, we are. We're in Southwest Louisiana.
Pretty white. Ours is only like an inch or two of snow.
Yeah.
And so our snowman, our snow people, have more grass and mud in them than they do snow.
They're dirty snowmen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize you're in Louisiana too, Mama Bear. Hey, Angela, Sowing Legacy. What part of Louisiana are you in, Mama Bear Prepper? Just general. No specifics, of course.
It's a muddy Christmas, right?
Oh,
our snowman was full of grass and a little bit of mud.
Yeah.
And Brett used his flooring trowels to like pack the snow as tight as we could. So when all the other snow had melted, we had 3 little snow blobs in our yard for about 3 days.
Yeah, well,
people would drive by and take pictures, and they were so deformed they didn't even look.
We packed them really tight, and they were mostly in the shade, so they stayed around longer.
Hey, Susan.
Hey, Susan. Hey, Wayne. I heard Abby giggle from the other room. Got our Durango stuck at the end of the driveway this morning. Oh, that stinks.
No, we don't have snow yet, but we're expecting either snow, ice, or slush.
Hey, Gary.
Is what I call it. The mud slushy.
No, we're expecting
by Thursday next week.
Potentially.
Yep. Maybe get a flurry.
Hey, Brother Donnie.
Susan, you guys should get probably more than we do. We're supposed to be expecting snow or ice or something next Thursday. So you guys are probably going to get like the slushy madness. So definitely take pictures of the goats playing in the snow. I'd like to see how they're going to react to that.
Yeah, right. We've got.
And how's the goat babies?
Since we've had these prepper lessons, since the hurricane season, that's the big reason why we've been talking about more prepping, because it's what's on our minds.
Wow.
We've been.
I can be in Louisiana in 45 minutes from where I am.
Oh, cool. Nice.
So you must be really South Arkansas. It takes about 4 hours to get from where we are to the Louisiana Arkansas state line.
Longer.
4 to 5.
4 to 5 hours. Yeah.
Just trying to be nice to our mailman and bust through
a drift, snow drift. See, I'm not familiar with that.
Yeah.
I mean, I know what you're talking about, but I can't relate
Probably just get ice. I don't know. I'm hoping we don't get that much ice. Ice for us means power outages. And y'all, okay, you guys up north, y'all know how to drive in the snow. Y'all know how to drive on the ice. We don't have chains here,
no.
For our vehicles and things like that. So when we get ice and snow, like everything is shut down.
Yeah.
Think sand dunes with snow.
Yeah. Oh.
That doesn't sound pleasant at all.
I don't remember when the last time we had that good bit of ice and stuff. I was at the firehouse working, and the next morning, like I had to come home and drive in it. I was going 20. Everybody was going 20 on the interstate,
which is a 70 mile an hour.
And
yeah.
I was actually almost home, and I slowly watched an 18-wheeler in front of me slowly just kind of turn to its side like that and come to a stop across the interstate. Yeah. And I mean, nobody hit it or anything, thank God. But like there was tons of vehicles in the medians, in the ditches. People just don't know how to drive in that stuff down here.
God. Okay. Susan said it is 4 hours to the state line and 2 hours to their place from here.
Okay.
And well, that's with them driving too, because Susan's a little heavy-footed.
During evacuation, we left so late. I had
we had the whole highway to ourselves.
Oh man, that must be nice.
Mike said I can be there in 17 hours. Wow, you're pretty far up north then.
Like, hold my beer.
We're supposed to go to Son's hunting camp next weekend, east of El Dorado, Arkansas. 20 to 30s. Yeah. Yep. Next weekend it's supposed to scroll up about the snowdrifts. Snowdrifts are when you're driving along and the wind sends inches of snow and covers the road in seconds.
Oh
yeah. I don't like to drive when it's raining. Definitely.
My friend Brandon, who lives in Indiana, he like video chatted me once when he was driving home, and it was after dark, and he put the phone in the windshield to show me what he was seeing, and oh my God, I wouldn't want to do it.
No, and see, in Arkansas they've got like hills and mountains and cliffs off the side. Nope.
Yeah, I like to be able to see the road. I don't like driving in fog or 5.5 hours
for me. We're 5.5 hours?
Yeah.
That's not far at all.
No.
Yeah, see, I would sit on the side of the road till spring. Or until somebody came to get me, because there is no way I'd be driving in that mess.
Yeah, I like to know where the road is.
So guys, I've got some questions. I've been seeing a lot of people are stocking up their preps with these huge, like 1 gallon,
the number 10 cans.
The number 10 cans of beans and corn and green beans. What do you do with it when you open it? There's only 3 of us here. 4 during the week when we have Rayleigh, but she doesn't eat enough to cover,
right.
1 serving. So
we were talking about this morning, and the concern is, when you don't have a way to refrigerate leftovers, is it smart to stock the number 10 cans?
Right.
What do you guys think? I know there's a lot of preppers here in the chat. Am I missing something? Like,
I've seen people like in my canning group and stuff on Facebook.
Well, yeah, freeze dried, yeah, of course.
Right.
But I'm talking like,
no, these are just big, giant 1 gallon cans of like Bush's baked beans.
Yeah.
I've seen people recan it, but to me it would turn to mush.
It's all dry goods. The freeze dried stuff, of course, I see the point in that. But like, if someone's buying, like, going to the grocery store to the bulk section and getting a number 10 can of
hope you're hungry,
cream
right?
corn,
can leftover or freeze. But I'm talking about we're talking about an off grid.
Yeah, like if
you don't have a freezer
refrigeration
because
is not
here,
available.
Here in the South, I know you guys have, like, you can just go stick it in a jar outside on the ground and let it freeze. Here we can't do that. Our temperatures, I mean, just 2 days ago it was in the 70s here.
Yeah.
Leave it simmering on the stove. Well, I mean, you could eat it as another meal that way.
Yeah, like if you were going to do like lunch and dinner.
Right.
That's not too long to leave it on the stove in a pot.
But how many servings are in a number 10 can?
Right. I guess it depends on what's in it.
Right. But that's what they used to do. Right.
And we've done that at the firehouse too.
We've done that here.
Because a lot of times, like if somebody cooks at the firehouse, they cook for lunch and dinner. And so it'll be ready for lunch, and then it just stays in the cast iron pot.
That's what I was waiting for. There's Angela.
Gets reheated at dinner time.
Don't seal wet goods in number 10 cans. If you buy the big cans of wet goods, you'll have to consume soon once opened.
That's my thought. Yeah.
Yeah. That isn't to be part of your long-term storage. Well, and I mean, I can understand that. We do some foods in quarts, but I mean, I can always use like a serving or two leftover as dog foods if there's too much in a quart. But
see, that makes sense too. Angela says any wet canned veggies is 2 to 5 year storage sealed max.
Oh.
That makes sense.
There's about 20 servings in a number 10 can. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. There's 3 of us.
Yeah, so unless you have like a lot of people eating.
Right.
In a full, hey, Mr. Tom, how you doing? In a full-blown grid down SHTF, you will eat it, believe me. In the case of beans, pioneers ate them every meal. Well, yeah, I see that. I can see that too.
During the snow in Louisiana, me and my neighbor got a cup of snow, made it into a little snow cone using some vanilla and some sugar with some other things. I don't know if I'd eat snow off the ground here. There's way too much mud and grass in there, Braden.
Tomatoes taste like tin after a while. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Josh the Prepper, hello.
Yeah, but even top snow here is on the ground.
Yeah.
Snow ice cream is a thing. As long as the snow isn't yellow.
You're talking about some stuff I don't know about. This snow stuff.
But yeah, the tomatoes, I've noticed the ones in that like we get from the store, they still taste like disappointment.
Yeah.
Because I mean they're the same kind of tomatoes you get from the store in the produce area. They're just put into a can. And yeah, they do pick up that like tin aluminum taste.
Yeah.
Could you just pressure can the rest? Well, that's what I'm wondering though. Once you the beans are already canned, then you're opening it and canning it again. Wouldn't it turn to mush?
Right. There comes a point that the integrity of the vegetable
they still taste like this.
It gets lost.
Oh yeah, store tomatoes are awful.
Yep.
Awful.
You know why?
Dehydrate the leftovers.
And this is a fact.
I don't know if
store-bought tomatoes are picked green and then blasted with ethylene gas to turn them red. That's why the flavor is off.
That's what I'm thinking, Mama Bear. Too much work. Just buy the smaller cans.
It seems like it would be cheaper too.
Yeah.
In the long run.
Yeah, because I mean, even if you're saving 20 cents by buying the bigger can,
take it easy, Mr. McCool.
You're adding how much work to recan it all.
Right. I'd rather pay a bit more for freeze dried. That's actually something that we have not invested in.
Right.
Other than a couple little Mountain House meals to try them out, which we still
grow them. Yeah. Yeah, I've looked into the freeze dried, but that stuff is pretty pricey.
Well, and we do grow what we can. We grow a good bit. I can't really put a percentage on what percentage of what we eat that we grow. I can't really do that.
Helping folks anyway, so number 10s would be okay, even though we don't have any. Right, and I'm okay with having some, but my thing is just to kind of get people thinking. Don't focus on only that. Unless you've got a family with 5-6 kids that eat quite a bit, then that would be one thing. But for the 3 of us, and we eat pretty small portions to begin with. So, if you're looking at 20 servings in a can and we only eat 3, even simmering it for a while and keeping it warm on the stove, for one day, we're only taking out 6 servings out of 20. That's a lot of leftovers.
Right. Come on. You want to come and say hello? This is Chloe.
That makes sense. Use it for the foods you might not be able to get your hands on. Yeah.
What are you doing?
Right. If you're growing a garden every year, you only need your canned vegetables to last until next harvest.
Can I call in? We're not doing StreamYard right now. Sorry.
We might plan to do that Thursday night.
Maybe so.
Because
we'll figure out something.
John has a lot of information.
Yeah. John's a smart guy with heirloom permaculture.
He's kind of nuts, but love you, John.
Okay. You gotta get
No, he is full of information when it comes to gardening.
Full of something.
I love looking at their high tunnels. Yeah. See, there's no way we would need that here.
Cashews. What about cashews? Dried nuts would be a good prep item for sure. Hey, Sean M. How are you?
Okay, I'm gonna go bring the dog out real quick. That's why she's dancing.
Okay. Northern Girl Hobbies. Hello. Long storage, fresh eggs. We haven't done the lime water. What is it called?
Water glassing?
Water glassing. We haven't done that with eggs.
Because we dehydrate all of our eggs.
We dehydrate eggs for long-term storage. Bigfoot Prepper. Hey, man. Hi, Linda Jacobs. We do have a video for dehydrating eggs. Amy does that. She gets about 15 eggs per round in the dehydrator. And they cook up just fine. The texture is a little bit off once you cook them up after they've been dehydrated, but it's worth it. It's a lot like McDonald's eggs, but they're plenty good. And now they're going to be scrambled. They're going to be scrambled eggs. You could also use that in recipes that call for eggs. But that video is there. All you got to do is look on our page for dehydrated eggs, and you'll find it. All right. See you later, John. High tunnels can actually help you control temps during the hot seasons as well. They can be used in warm climates with shade cloth and fans. Good to know. I can see that. Salted and dehydrated yolks. Okay. What the way the way Amy does her dehydrated eggs, it makes them a powder. Mineral oil my egg. Yeah, I've seen that too. I haven't tried that. I haven't tried that way to preserve, but that is a thing. To just coat the eggs in mineral oil. I don't remember, Voodoo Queen. Do you wash the eggs first and then put mineral oil? I don't remember. Because I know, like, fresh eggs have a natural bloom, what they call a bloom. Okay, if I plug another YouTube channel where I'm going to be a guest tonight, show. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. On that note, we are going to be a guest tonight on We the People Prepping at 8 p.m. Central. Yes, washing cold water. Oh, Arkansas says don't wash them. No, I'm talking about before you put the mineral oil on them. Do you not wash them before, Arkansas? I know, like our yard eggs that we get, we bring them in the house, put them right in an egg carton on the counter, and they stay good for weeks. The reason why store-bought eggs are refrigerated is because they've been washed, and by the time you get them from the grocery store, those eggs are at least 15 days old. Just enough to get the poop off. Okay. Showing that you're going to be on Pop-Up Preppers channel tonight at 7:30. Now, what time zone? 7:30 Eastern, Central. That's important to know.
We'll be live at
8 Central.
8
is us. We're going to be 8 Central.
Not on our channel.
No, we're going to be on We the People Prepping. I just said that while you were outside. Big dreams. You're not too late to participate. Welcome.
You're never too late. Well, unless we're ending, but I don't think we're ending.
No, not yet.
I'd like to learn more about the salting and dehydrating the egg yolks. I haven't looked into that a whole heck of a lot because we make an egg powder out of our.
Yeah, I was talking about that too, but
yeah,
go ahead. I'm going to grab some more coffee.
We have our every Saturday family dinner today. Oh, that's cool. Do y'all freeze cooked eggs? I don't freeze any eggs. We are trying to do away with as much of our freezer food as possible. One, it uses less plastics that way. Because we don't freeze in glass. But we're trying to do away with as many of like the plastic bags and plastic containers and things like that. We're trying to switch over to glass storage. Zero waste, basically. But also, we have a lot of power outages in the summer due to the storms and things like that. So we're trying to downgrade what we have to freeze, because with the freezer, we have to have a generator in order to run the freezer and keep it cold. Yeah. I've heard that freezing cooked eggs are pretty good. I'm trying to do away with the freezing thing. Yeah.
We're leaning
Froze
more
25
on
packages and lost them all in the hurricane. Yep.
Yeah, we're leaning more toward the dehydrating, because dehydrated goods don't need power to store those, right, and they take up a lot less space too.
How do I make my eggs into a powder? We actually have a video on that.
I'm gonna look it up.
But you're basically taking the eggs and scrambling. I use an immersion blender or stick mixer. You could just whisk them, whatever. But I scramble the eggs and I stick them in the dehydrator. And they dehydrate anywhere from 8 to 10 hours. And then, oh yeah, my dehydrators run all the time. I think you can fit in the circular dehydrator, the Presto for sure. I can fit about 5 eggs per tray. And I only have 3 of those trays. With the Magic Mail dehydrator that I got recently, it's a 10 tray, and I now have silicone trays that I got. It's a silicone jelly roll pan is what it is, and those work fantastic in the dehydrator. You put them just right on, onto the stainless steel trays, and I think I can fit 5 to 6 eggs per tray. But now I'm able to do 10 trays at a time. So instead of doing 15 eggs at a time, I can do up to 50. So
can you still fit 5 eggs per tray?
Yeah.
That way? Oh,
5 to 6, depending on the size of the eggs.
Yeah.
Because some of our chickens
same here, Sean.
Go a little crazy with their egg sizes.
No
so
problem.
We get some that are huge and some that are little.
Freaky geek.
Recent videos on freezer dehydrate. Yeah. Living Traditions is a really good channel to watch. No, I'm not going to eat that many eggs in one sitting. But when you take them out of the dehydrator, and these are for farm fresh eggs only, I wouldn't recommend doing the store-bought eggs. You don't know what has been put on them. The dehydrated eggs, I've had some in the pantry for 6 or 8 months, and there's nothing wrong with them. Now, when you take them out of the dehydrator, put I call it crumbles. I just kind of crumble it up and put it into a Ziploc bag, and I stick it in the freezer for about 30 minutes to an hour, depending on how many eggs you have. And what that does is when you pull them out of the freezer, if there's any moisture in those eggs, it's going to show up as ice crystals. So you need to put them back in the dehydrator. They're not quite dry enough. If there's no ice crystals, I put them straight into my, I have what's that blender thing called? Ninja blender. And I just powder it up. I vacuum seal all dehydrated foods. Yeah, I vacuum seal them into the jars. I have an attachment for my vacuum sealer that fits onto the canning jars. But you can, with the powders and stuff, you could definitely vacuum seal them in bags. Yeah. Freezing it shows, if there's any moisture left into it. And I've had a couple of batches that I've had to put in the dehydrator. I've had to put it back on, for I don't know, up to about an hour to make sure that there was no extra moisture in them. But let me go get that jar of eggs.
Yeah, well,
several.
In addition, and you'll see that in the video too, we throw in a desiccant pack, a moisture absorbing pack into anything that we dehydrate and can.
See these? I can't see the screen.
Okay, hold on.
But yeah, these are the dehydrated eggs, and it's a powder. You'll see when I shake it. I think you can see the desiccant pack in there, but the eggs will give some gas.
And then this one's just
that's the quart that I was working on. Yeah. But I just stick a label on the front of it, and it's got the instructions on it on how to rehydrate it. How many eggs fit in the jar?
I don't remember. I don't remember the answer to that.
I don't remember either.
That's a good bit, though. I know that.
Probably about 50. 45 to 50, I believe.
I want to say that's about right because
that's 3 packets. Yeah,
3 rounds in the smaller dehydrator.
Yep.
Yeah.
So anywhere from 40 to 50 eggs. Okay, what do you do with them when once they're powdered? How do you use them? Just like any other regular eggs.
That's gonna
2 tablespoons of egg powder, and you add 2 tablespoons of water. You now have an egg.
That's in the video as well. I'm gonna put the link again.
And I wrote down 2 tablespoons plus 2 teaspoons of water, give or take. Depends on how you want to use it. 2 tablespoons of eggs, 2 tablespoons of water, and you can use it into a recipe like cookie dough, things like that to replace an egg. We actually I think it's in the video that we did. We rehydrated some and cooked them. Yeah. They're pretty good. They don't have a gritty taste to them. If you make your own dog foods, you can add this straight into the dog food, and it cooks down as you're cooking the dog food, which as an extra protein.
That's a video we're probably going to be working on this afternoon, right? Yeah, making our own dog food.
Can you scramble them like breakfast eggs? Yes. Yeah. Well, these are scrambled.
They're already scrambled.
I scramble them up, pour them into the dehydrator trays, and run it through. Then
the texture is just a little bit different when you cook them up after.
It's slightly.
I say it's like McDonald's eggs. It's
no, they're not that bad.
Okay.
Yeah, we do make our own dog food, and I've been meaning to do a video, but it's part of our weekend routine. So normally Abby just kind of throws it together, makes the batch of dog food and puts it away for the week. And by the time I remember about doing the video, she's already halfway through the dog food.
The video didn't show us vacuum sealing the eggs. Yeah, we use the vacuum sealer jar top attachments.
I do, yeah. Now this one's not because I've recently used it. Oh, this one's not either. I didn't do them.
It's not necessary to vacuum seal them.
No,
but it helps to last longer.
It will. Now I have in my quart-sized jars, I put 2 of the desiccant packs in. In the pint jars, I only use 1. So, but I mean, they've stayed, and they'll get a little bit clumpy here and there. I just break it up with a fork.
Have a good afternoon, Freaky Geek.
We make dog food for one of our kids' dogs: liver, chicken, rice, beans, eggs, vegetables, and fish oil. One thing I see, they add eggs. Are you talking about like egg yolks and whites? Because in dog food, I've talked to the vet, and he recommended adding bone meal for the added calcium. But if you're adding egg shells, you can do that in place of, but you've got to make sure that they're finely powdered. You don't want to cut up their insides.
I don't know if you know this, but Metal for Breakfast is Sean's brother. Okay.
I knew that.
Okay.
I keep up.
All right.
For the most part.
Just saying.
But yeah, the egg shells can be added. No shells. Yeah. See, they do need a source of calcium, and milk is pretty heavy for a dog's stomach. You can use powdered milk, but it is a little like I said, it can be like an allergy for some dogs. So some dogs can't tolerate the milk. So the vet told me to use bone meal because it gives them the calcium without the milk additive, right? Hey, G-Mall's Garden. Nesco American Dehydrator is my favorite. I don't have a Nesco.
What do you have?
I have a Presto. I have an Oster brand. I have one from Aldi. I don't know what the brand name is on that one. And then I have the Magic Meal, which I think the Magic Meal and the Presto is the two that I use the most until elderberry season. I use the Oster brand because I have some screens cut. It's actually window screen cut to fit those dehydrator trays. And that's what I use to dehydrate all our elderberries. Yeah. Which now with the Magic Meal, I can actually use the silicone trays for that too. What are you doing?
I'm going to look up the elderberry video to share it.
Oh, the dehydrating? I got a fan. Thanks for coming in, Sugar Creek Homestead. You're looking at the dehydrating ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. Sultan with plastic trays had it 10 years. Now the trays are fragile and breaking. Yeah. Right. You get your money's worth out of the dehydrator.
They make non-electric dehydrators. How's
Thank you. I have an outdoor dehydrator for summer, no electricity. The problem here is we have the heat for that, but our humidity is usually like 90%.
Yeah, I don't know that.
In the summertime, I don't know that things are going to actual dry.
Yeah, right.
Or if they're just going to like mold and cook.
Oh, hey, Five Virgins Prepper. Good to see you.
Dehydrate over the wood stove. That's a smart idea. What are you vacuum sealing? And is it dried?
The oven.
Yeah, you can use the oven as a dehydrator.
We could, and that would be non-electric.
I've heard too that you can use, because this one, the stove vent is on the back. The oven vent is on the back side of the stove.
Yeah.
You can actually put like cookie trays on top to the back of the oven, and while you're cooking something in the oven, it's warming those trays enough to dry them. When I was a kid, we used our wood stove in the winter for everything. See, we don't have a wood stove.
Right.
I wonder if I could freeze dry outside. That would just be freezing, Sean.
All right. Have a good afternoon, Lake Ferry.
Dry
Thank you
heat
for
over the wood
by.
stove. Yeah, that would be awesome. Wonder if you could get a smoky flavor. No.
Probably
no.
Not. No, probably not.
Unless you put it in the chimney pipe.
No, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, see, a wood stove would be great. Absolutely great. We don't have a wood stove. We don't really get cold enough in the winter.
Yeah, we're too far south.
Yeah.
There's not really much of a need for a wood stove.
Now, Joe has a wood stove, but they don't use it much in the winter months. I mean, they do, but they don't. It's like they'll use it one day a week because
they use it only for heat. I don't know that they cook on it. I don't know if they do or not.
I don't know. That'd be something to ask him.
Yeah.
But
I need to get with him
move
anyway.
north, no hurricanes. Yeah, but up north they have tornadoes and snow and ice and
everybody has climate disasters.
Right.
No matter where you go, there's always something. So.
Move to Alaska and there's wildfires and earthquakes and tsunamis and, you know,
might get trampled by a moose.
Move to the Ozarks. I don't know.
I would love to at least visit the Ozarks.
Oh, they're beautiful. I have family up that way. Just saying.
I saw recently that cruises or cruises to Alaska have been canceled because Canada won't allow the cruise ships in their waters.
Well, I think it's because they dock.
I'm not sure. I know it has to do with COVID.
Oh, yeah. I know. Big Dreams is moving to the Ozarks. So see, now we have a reason to go.
Yep.
So get your tiny house and, you know, build us an extra tiny house and a little visit house.
Okay. My cousin Kay,
yeah, they're moving to Tennessee.
Yeah, they're moving to East Tennessee, which is where the Ozarks are.
Right. I wouldn't want to be confined to a cruise trip. Yeah, I don't know if I would like.
Yeah. No, me neither.
Yeah, Sean, freeze, just don't dry. Everything is canceled this year.
The Jones Act.
All Alaska cruise ships actually board in Canada.
Oh,
okay.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Canada is now imprisoning everyone flying into Canadian airports in hotels owned by China. Oh.
Okay, that sounds like a topic for our other channel. So, yeah.
Wow.
I would rather bug out to Mexico.
I don't know. There's some crazy stuff going on over there too. I think I'm as far south as I want to go. I don't know. We're used to the climate here for the most part. It's miserable.
Sometimes.
When I boarded for Alaska, it was San Francisco and Seattle. Yeah, some of them board in the United States, but I think some of them board along the Canadian border too. So,
Metal, we might.
Oh wow!
We might have one in the running for the worst leader now. So,
Tammy said, "I live in the Ozarks in a tiny house, Southern Missouri, Ozarks."
Cool.
I think that's about where Big Dreams is going to be. Am I right? Is it Southern Missouri? That's not far from here either. Just saying.
Have a good one, Northern.
What heater in the South can work if it's ducted into rooms through vents? Yeah, but I don't think we get cold enough to really use a whole heck of a lot of heat. We're gonna be in the mountains, away from the crowds. Yeah. Well, and that's why I like it here. I mean, we're close enough to town that we don't have to drive a long ways, but we're pretty isolated as far as where we are.
We're about, I'd say about 20, 30 minutes from a Walmart, which is far enough. We're rural, but close enough to town. So we have a decent internet connection. I wouldn't want to go any further.
Oh, no.
Out.
No, because if we go any further out, then we have to get satellite internet, and that sucks.
We tried that. We tried that.
If I want a satellite dish, I've got one sitting in my yard.
We tried HughesNet, and we tried to live stream on it, and it was a horrible experience. Mm-hmm. And then trying to get rid of it was another horrible experience.
Yeah, far from cities, but close enough to get to a shop. Right.
Right, and that's ideal for me. That's my opinion.
Starlink. I don't know if we have that here.
The problem with satellite internet is the delay, what they call ping.
Yeah, see, that's
it's
HughesNet was a nightmare.
Yeah.
Oh, you should have been here the day that he was on the phone with him. That was hilarious.
Yeah, I didn't hold back. That guy was. I didn't give him a choice. Said, take it off. I don't. We tried it. Didn't work for us. I don't want it. And I had to get. I might have gotten a little colorful with my language, but they came or they sent us a box to send the crap back. So. It was a packet loss and then canceling. Yeah, canceling was a nightmare for us. Elon just sent up another 60 satellites. Yeah, I saw that too. Before long, we may have better alternatives to some things with some stuff that is going on behind the scenes, like with Elon.
Wait, what?
Elon Musk sent up another satellites the other day. Another 60 satellites the other day.
See, I don't
Hi, Lori, and hi, Henry. All should be free. Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look into that. That's the first I've heard of Starlink.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm hopeful that
Hey, Lori.
I'm hopeful that there is some good people working behind the scenes, because if we're, and that's as political as I'm going to get in this live stream, but if we're going to be if we're going to go in the direction that this administration wants us to go in, I'm afraid we're all screwed.
The system automatically tracks and finds a satellite above it. See, 5 version says the satellites are just to spy on us. Well,
I don't know about that.
If they really wanted to spy on me, they can. I mean,
we all carry a computer in our pockets nowadays.
Well, right, but I mean, they'd be extremely bored following me because I don't go anywhere.
Well, yeah.
And pretty much all I do is can or dehydrate or homeschool. On the occasion, chase a chicken around. I mean, they would be terribly bored. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to add her to the prayer list, Lori. Which is behind me on the bench.
They already spy on us. Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
I rarely worry about being spied on. If they want you, they can find you. Right? Yeah, like I said, though, they would be pretty bored watching me. So something I want to see, chasing chickens. No, you don't. Chickens are fast. Actually, I'm just
Are you strong enough to bend?
The list that I already have.
Lori's mom.
I know what I'm adding.
Okay.
You stay in your own business. Velociraptors. Oh, mini velociraptor. Yeah, chickens.
Oh,
Wow.
My allergies are stupid right now.
I don't know how. I don't know what's in bloom to be bothering you.
I don't know.
So once a day, I try to do something that makes them go, "What the heck did that idiot just do?" Oh, that's a good idea.
You just got to give the satellite, whoever's watching you, you got to give them the same misinformation that we all get from social media and the mainstream news and all.
What could I do crazy today? I bet, yeah, I could see Sean doing that. Mississippi legislator is moving forward with fiber optic.
Interesting.
I'd love to have better internet, but I just
I saw where
yeah.
Texas is trying to work on leaving the union. And I don't know if I have an opinion on that, but if they go, I hope they take us with them.
We actually should we should be posting videos. Well, I don't know if we have any video of us building the coop.
Oh, repairing repairing
the coop. We may be putting up a video of some photos of the coop finished, and the 2 chicken tractors are done, and the compost bin that we finished.
Yeah.
So we may do it just kind of like a slideshow type thing, because
well, we may include
we got a little bit behind on filming.
Well, yeah, we got to where we were just so busy working. The weather was right to get work done, so
I could see Sean doing that.
We didn't film.
Yeah, I know. He said, when it's warm enough, I bend over and flip up my kilt.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, that's funny. I don't know how you wear a kilt in the snow anyway. Oh, Lori, that's awesome. I like baby goats.
All right, we're going to have to wrap it up.
I know. But then we got to go back to being bored.
Well, just came
I'm
by
pretty sure they would see the glare from space.
Maranatha indeed.
Oh, man. You see Sean's comment?
Wow.
Oh, how do you do a kilt in the snow? Oh, come on, Sean.
Be careful what you ask for. You may get the answers.
Moon on the earth.
Yeah.
That's funny. Oh, man.
All right, we're gonna head out, y'all. Any prayer requests before we leave?
It's fine until about 10 degrees. No, y'all, it's like when it gets down to 30 and 40 degrees here, I'm freezing. I couldn't never get bored chasing chickens. I don't want any snow, and I really don't want to chase chickens. It's muddy here today, so I definitely don't want to chase chickens. We will be live. Either you or both of us will be live on We the People Prepping.
Right. Let me see if I can find that link for you.
Should have had that ready.
It's right here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this is the link to the live stream that we will be on tonight.
We don't have a snowblower.
We the People Prepping, we will be their guest tonight.
Sean M. He is going to be on Papa Prepper's channel tonight. Did you find out if what time zone is that?
No, he didn't say.
Okay.
Sean M said 7:30, but 7:30, I don't know what time zone. We need to know
the time zone. I'd like to get in on that, but if it interferes with the live
that we'll be on,
yeah,
then we can't do it.
I'm all about learning different gardening techniques and things like Eastern time zone. Okay. Same as Indiana.
Okay. So for us here in the Central time zone, it'll be 7:30.
So I may be able to get in for
6:30. Sorry.
Yeah. So we should be able to get in on that for a little bit.
We should be able to get in and watch you. And
let me write Papa Prepper. You said 6:30?
6:30. Yeah, that's our time. That's Central.
And then we'll be back We'll be live on We the People Prepping
at
We'll make sure I get it right.
at 8
At
Central.
8.
So that's 9 Eastern. We'll be on.
Awesome.
All right, yeah. Well,
thank you guys for coming to
We'll
hang
see you
out with
then.
us this afternoon and helping to curb our boredom.
so Papa Prepper later this afternoon.
Thank you, Lori.
And then We the People Prepping. That's where we're going to be.
We will be.
Okay. All right, guys.
Bye, guys.
Thanks
Y'all
for
have a
hanging out
great
with us.
day.
Y'all have a good afternoon.
Stay safe.